Oh, it's that time of the year. The main event is today. I'm going to go try to win it. I had a nice night last night. I went and relaxed with some of my friends and had a bit of fun. And now, it's time to go try to win the biggest poker tournament of the year. I always have high hopes going into the main event. I've not had great luck in it, but that's okay. I was joking with my friends the other day about how we've all done quite poorly in the main event. We're probably down like 400K or something. And in their minds, our equity is like plus 4 million. So we're due, as they say. I have no clues at my table. I don't really know what to expect going into it, but I'm just gonna go play my absolute best and hopefully at least make it through the day.
Mr. Greg Apple.
461, the lucky seat. There's no one at my table. That's nice. Everybody else is ready to go. Here we are. Good morning.
How are you doing?
Ready to gamble.
All right.
Most exciting time of the summer because the next couple of weeks we're going to crown the
Good morning,
champion
the man.
of poker.
How you doing?
Someone is going to walk away with about $8 million, the WSOP Championship Gold Bracelet, and of course ESPN is going to be here on the ground capturing every moment. And as you play in this magnificent tournament, we ask that you, have a good time. We ask that you be respectful to each other. Please be respectful to the staff. We ask that you understand that, while there are, cameras, there are production crews, there are all these things happening, that you just work together so everyone has the best experience possible. And if you do that, I promise you, this will be a great experience for you. All right, now I know that you're ready to play poker. Just know there's one other thing that I would like to mention. Please make sure that you study the structure sheet. The break schedule is a little cattywampus. But you will get through it. It will be okay because we are going to have a lot of fun along the way. Like we like to do here at the World Series of Poker, let's have a nice, warm round of applause for the 2017 World Series of Poker main event champion who took home $8.15 million last year, the one and only Scott Blunstein. Come on up here, Scott.
How's it going? Welcome to the best poker tournament in the world. By far, I always say, even structure-wise, it's twice as good as anything else you can play around the world, and because of that, it just allows for a lot of play. So just come out, try to make the best decision you think is right every hand. That's what I came out to do last year, and it worked out. And you just gotta believe in yourself and get lucky. That's the combo for poker. And so what, you want me to just shuffle up and deal? What? Well, I want them to play some poker. All right, everyone, shuffle up and deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Blunstein. Let's shuffle up and deal, everyone. Let's have a great main event. Thank you.
Small blind 75, big blind 150. Again, 75, 150 blinds.
Let's see if anyone else has arrived. It's always important. Oh, a few more players. Let's go. We have a shake and everything. Oh my gosh. Living the dream. Thank you. Here we are on the first break of the main event. There's a marching band behind me. Those people decided to block it. So that's fun. Maybe someone's gonna play some music. My first level, not a whole lot happened. We have two players who are playing a lot of pots and getting hit by the deck. And I did not get hit by the deck, and I did not play very many pots, unfortunately. Actually, I probably played like 30% of hands, so a decent number. I have starting stack still. We had some opportunities, and that's nice. One guy messed up in pocket nines, I'll tell you this hand. I raised with pocket twos from early position. This guy called.
28 over.
A tight player re-raised from the small blind and to 1100. I called, and then the other player who initially called made it 4300 with nines. It's not what you want to do with nines. You want to call and set mine in position. Anyway, he made it 4300. The initial three-better went all in. Then we both had to fold, so we both had set mining hands, and neither of us got to try to flop a set. My dad's still in the $800 tournament somewhere. I have to go find him. But yeah, so far not a whole lot's happened. Here's the line to sign up for tournaments. There are a lot of satellites going on, and the main events. And then it extends way down here. Let's go say hello. It's a very long line. Everyone's ready to play. I heard the line is well over an hour. Whenever you go to play tournaments, it's very important to show up and sign up way ahead of time so you don't end up squandering your time in this line. Look, it just keeps on going. So anyway, sign up a day ahead of time for basically everything, and that's usually going to work out way better for you than showing up exactly when you want to play. I mean, look, this line's ridiculous. It just keeps going and going, and going and going and going. All these people want to play, but they're all now going to have to wait like an hour to play. Don't do that. Show up early, show up on time, sign up a day ahead of time. Like the main event, I signed up yesterday. Definitely do that, so you're not here. The main event's going poorly. I folded queens pre-flop. A very reasonably tight guy raised middle position. I 3-bet queens. He 4-bet like a third of his stack, and I folded. He claimed he had ace king, but I think he probably only does that with aces, kings, queens. I block queens. Ace king, and maybe ace queen. Maybe I'm supposed to flat in position. I don't really know. I think fold's fine. A little while later, I got kings under the gun. I raise. Second position tight guy 3-bet. I just called. Comes 10-10-2 or something like that. I check called. Turn was a 6. I check called. River was an 8. I led for about a fourth pot, and he called with aces. So that was not so bad. I definitely would have paid any river bet if I checked. So that put me down to about 30K. And now I just played another hand where I raise under the gun with ace queen. Same guy to my left call. Flop comes queen 4-3. I continuation bet, somewhat small, he calls. Turns a 6. I decided to check because I thought if I kept betting he would not pay, and I didn't even know if he had many queen jacks and queen 10s in his range. So if I kept betting, he's probably going to fold out stuff like pocket 8s. So anyway, I checked. He bet rather small, like third pot. I called. River was, let's see, queen 6-4. No, queen 5-4-6-2. It's 2 on the river. Goes check, check. He shows me a set of 6s. So I didn't have to pay that time either. So I'm down to about 20K, which is frustrating. But if you look at why I lost them, kings to aces, top pair, top kicker to a set. In both spots, I did not lose nearly as much as I could have. So I have to be okay with it. My dad's still in the $888 tournament. Let's go see how he's doing. So it looks like my dad has about average chips, or maybe a little bit more, in the $888 tournament with about 150 players remaining. So he has a shot. That's exciting. Well, I'm out of the main event. I won no hands today. This last level, I had a flush draw against top pair into flush draw, so I was in bad shape. They let me, on the turn, my opponent made trip, so I was just dead. And on the river, they gave me a pair, so I had to pay off his river bet. So that was annoying. What else happened? My bust out hand was fun. Someone raised to 800. 3 people called. I shoved for 6,000. 1 player called, then another player jammed, so I was getting 2 to 1 on my money, or better, 3 to 1 on my money almost. I had ace 4 clubs. The guy who jammed had ace 7 offsuit, so you know, chop it up. But we didn't chop it up, so I lost. I'm out. I'm gonna go see if my dad's still in the tournament, the 888. There are a few more tournaments in the World Series, so we will hopefully get 2 starting stacks at some point. I came back over here to find my dad, but he's out. Not a good hour for the littles. He took 105th place, I think, for probably about 5,000 bucks. Not a bad run. It's an okay run, pretty good run. I guess if you get 6 binds in a tournament, usually you're pretty happy. So yeah, tomorrow I am commentating again, the $888 final table that I wish my dad was at. And then the next day, okay. And then the next day I am, what am I doing? They're telling me not to video. I can't think after losing the main event. Then the next day I am having the breakfast with lots of my students, and then I'm gonna rail a few of my students in the main event. So that's the plan. The World Series has been kind of lame for me so far, but hey, you don't get to pick when you win.
So much fun, so much fun. Woo!